Start your engine.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Sunday night for the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series, brought to us by Savage Edge Graphics. Make sure y'all go check out savageedge.com. We're coming at you live tonight from the Charlotte Roval, ladies and gentlemen, 66 laps. Now, that being said, we know it's a road course, therefore, we're getting a wheel spin to determine a competition caution. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that on screen real quick. We're going to see what it lands on here between laps 15 and lap 40. How about lap 21? Lap 21, we're going to be getting a competition caution here this evening. So if you give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 21, ladies and gentlemen, will be the competition caution here tonight. Other than that, no cautions will be thrown other than that. So lap 21, we'll see the caution flag fly. A lot of different strategies are going to play out here. Remember, drivers are only going to get 4 sets of tires this evening. As always, they're basically going to have 5 in total. The one you start with, and then 4 sitting in the pits. We can do about, I'm going to say, between 15 and 20 laps on fuel. So we're also going to have to keep an eye out on that. We're at least going to see 1 pit stop before that caution flag comes out. But will there be that one driver who decides to try and make it last the entire distance to that first caution? 21 laps is a long way. Not only that, you have to go back around to get down to pit road. Going into tonight, points are round 2 of the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Carroll still leads the points. Mark Arthur second. Derek Paulson, I believe, is third. Mike Hamlin 4th, and Tom Roscoe 5th. It's your top 5 in points. As practice is winding down, it is time to head down trackside. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to go check out Mullet Music Productions over on YouTube. Heading into qualifying, drivers are going to have 10 minutes. We're already about a minute and a half in. Only a few drivers have elected to go out thus far. Right now, taking a look at the number 12 of Mark Arthur. Coming to get the green flag for his qualifying run. Drivers are going to get 2 laps here at the Roval. It is good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to Chris Legou for taking over last Sunday night after my PC issues. We have gotten that sorted out. It was a power supply. Got it fixed up. We're back here for the Roval. Race number 2 of this round of the playoffs. And a driver we do need to actually take a look at is the number 3, Corey Sherman. Did not start the playoffs like he wanted to, ladies and gentlemen. 12 laps down at Iowa. Still managed to finish it out, get some points, but he's going to have to do something fancy here tonight. He is currently on his first lap. Same with the 12 of Mark Arthur that we were just watching. Mark bringing it down to the last chicane, or not the last chicane, second to last chicane, one on the back stretch. First times are starting to come in. Rick Thompson, a 124.02. Corey Sherman, 124.3. Now Mark goes down into the final chicane, coming to complete lap number 1 of his qualifying run. First lap for Mark Arthur, a 122.9. See if he can improve on lap number 2. Ran a 122.7 in practice, so see if he can lay it down, maybe even go a little bit quicker here. Dave Seats clocks in second with a 123.3. And we're definitely expecting to see that. Dave Seats, one of the road course ringers. Got his first one in BPL, Watkins Glen, not too long ago. Oh, nope. Mark hit the turtles a little too hard there. He's going to mess up lap number 2. Not going to be any quicker. Going to have to hope that a 122.9 is going to stick for the pole right now. Jamie Walker, 5th out on the board on his second lap right now. First lap, 124.0. Sorry about that. 124.0 for the 88 of Jamie Walker. Little sideways there on the back stretch chicane. See what looks like Ty Morosco clocks in his second lap here. It's going to be good enough for 8th. Still taking a look at Jamie Walker as he crosses the line for his second lap. Is it going to be any faster? It is not. A 124.2. A little slower there for Jamie Walker. Going to hold on to 5th. Taylor Butcher Benjamin on his second lap, coming to complete a first lap of 124.8. Does he improve on lap number 2? Cross the line. He does. 124.09 actually matches Jamie Walker's time, almost just a little bit quicker than Walker. That puts Taylor Butcher Benjamin up to 6th. Brian Dees, really good first lap out of the number 17, a 123.86. About 4 minutes to go. Still a few drivers out on track right now. We're taking a look at the number 17 of Brian Dees on his second lap. I want to see if he's going to improve here on his second lap. Chris Carroll does snag the pole from Mark Arthur. Carroll's on his second lap. First lap for Carroll was a 122.92. Just a touch quicker than Mark Arthur. Brian Dees down to the last chicane to come across the line. Let's see if he improves here. Does not, a little bit slower, 124.8. So Dees is going to have to stick with fifth right now. Going up to Chris Carroll. Again, first lap, 122.9. 9-1. Down to the last chicane. And across the line, a little sideways there. 122.58 for Chris Carroll. So snags the pole here easily, I'd say, with about 2 minutes left to go. Mike Hamlin's out on track. If anybody watched Race Chatter last night, this is my playoff driver to win tonight. First lap for Hamlin, 124.7. Let's see what he does here on lap 2. Ooh, a little sideways out of that last chicane. Sixth fastest, so he does improve. 123.99. Good lap out of the number 28. Jason Bauer out on track. First lap, 130.1. Currently 22nd on the charts. Second lap, 128.3 does improve, but going to stay in 22nd. Dustin Ping must have had an issue on his first lap, did not count. On his second lap right now, he's the last driver out on track. Let's see whether number 81 can put that car on the grid tonight. Across the line for Dustin Ping, 124.86, good enough for 15th. We got about 30 seconds left to go here in qualifying. Pretty much every driver is gone, so that's going to do it. Chris Carroll, Mark Arthur going to be on row 1 here tonight, with Dave Seats and Dalton Kilrow row 2. Brian Dees rounds out the top 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Let's start going through that grid. Chris Carroll is going to be starting on the pole here tonight, with Mark Arthur to his outside in second. Dave Seats is going to be starting third, with Dalton Kilrow starting fourth. Brian Dees is going to be rolling off in fifth, with Mike Hamlin to his outside in sixth. Rick Thompson starting back there in seventh, with Taylor Butcher-Benjamin to his outside in eighth. Jamie Walker going to be rolling off P9 here tonight, with John Perkins starting in 10th. Corey Sherman rolling off in 11th, with Corey Rutherford to his outside in 12th. Moving on down, we got Ty Morosco starting in 13th. Joshua Rutherford is going to be rolling off in 14th. Dustin Ping in 15th. Paul Ellison to his outside in 16th. Then we got Derek Paulson back there in 17th. Steven Johnson starting 18th here tonight. Larry Bell going to be starting in 19th, with Andy Poliski starting 20th. Cody Gibson 21st. Amanda Sherman 22nd, Jason Bauer 23rd, Aaron Bockover 24th, and shotgun on the field tonight is Brad Collins in 25th position. 25 drivers, 66 laps. Competition caution at lap 21. It's the Charlotte Roval, the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series. It's time to get it on. So if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, I could be wrong, because I don't think I got a 100% confirmation on how they're doing this tonight. But if I'm not mistaken from what we did last season, drivers are just going to go straight through the cones there at the last chicane. They're going to get all the black flags cleared and everything here on these restarts. That avoids everybody having to go through that last chicane, stacking everybody up, gives everybody a fair shot, basically. But they could have changed that. I'm not sure. Now, remember the last time we saw Mark Arthur and Chris Carroll up on the front row here. I believe it was a restart at Gateway, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit of, yes, neck code. You know, we hate to say it around here, but it kind of was. Hard racing, whatever you want to call it. So let's see what happens here on this initial start here at the Roval. And you got Dave Seats up there. He's always been good at the road courses. Dalton Kilroy there in fourth. Chris Carroll, Mark Arthur bringing them down. They are going to go through the cones. Green flag is out, and we are racing. Mark stacks up the outside line here. Going down into turn one. Good launch there from Dave Seats. He's going to snag second here. Chris Carroll already out to a pretty good lead already. He got a really good jump there on the initial start. Everybody trying to file out, get position here. Back to Corey Sherman. He's running 10th right now. He's got John Perkins to the right here. Perkins already got a little bit of damage. Same with, I believe, Corey Rutherford. Maybe something happened here on the start. Let's go back and see if we can take a look. A little bit of a checkup. Oh, Perkins. Same thing that happened to him last week at Iowa. This time he's able to keep going, but still right side damage to number 33. Not a good way to start. We're on lap 1 of 66. Carroll bringing him down to the backstretch chicane. He's got Dave Seats right behind him. Mark Arthur is falling back to fourth. Brian Dees, he's already up 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. I know we're about to complete lap 1, but track position is always key at these road courses, ladies and gentlemen. Very difficult to pass. You're basically racing the racetrack. Long way to go. You really got to save your equipment. And the real question is strategy tonight. What is everybody going to do? They know we're getting a caution here on lap 21. However, you can only do about 15 to 20 laps on fuel. It's going to be interesting to see what drivers decide to do. This is showing me, I think Corey Sherman might have got a black flag here. Oh, Sherman out of shape. I think this was down. This was down in the first part of the infield here. He just got loose. Saved it. Didn't hit nothing. Good job out of number 3. Still rolling. Up to the front. Chris Carroll still leads the way right now. Right behind him, Dave Seats, about 1.5 seconds off. Brian Dees runs 3rd. Mark Arthur right behind him in 4th. Dalton Kilrow in 5th. Fastest lap of the race last time by was Chris Carroll here on lap 3, a 123.2 compared to Dave Seats. He ran a 123.99. Brian Dees a 123.9, Mark Arthur a 123.8. So drivers are pretty close on time. Carroll has been running a couple of tenths faster per lap, though. Really hanging that car out there. Doing a good job staying out front here. Okay. You're gonna have to tell me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure. Are we having problems with the stream? I'm not sure. It's showing that it's still good. But I could be wrong. Do apologize. I'm showing that YouTube might have dropped off. If anybody's out in YouTube chat, if you could let me know if the stream's still going or we're good. I'm showing some kind of drop on my end here. I think we got it. I'm not sure. I think we're good. I think it might have just been a hiccup on my end. I'm sorry. getting the jitters out of the new computer, you know what I mean, or the new power supply. So we're on lap 4. We haven't missed a whole lot. I'm checking my race control program. We can go back and see. It looks like maybe Terry Paulson, yeah, Corey Rutherford got a little contact. They go around. Rutherford goes to the grass. Paulson, he goes for a little loop-de-loop there. So looks like maybe John Perkins had another issue. Let's check number 33 out. That just goes a little wide, gets into the grass, loses the position. Tom Roscoe tries to get the position as well. Tough track, ladies and gentlemen. Really tough to hit your marks here tonight. Go back, take a look. Mike Hamlin running 6th. Jamie Walker's right behind him, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Jamie's up 2 spots since the start of this race. He's got a good run here on the 28. Ooh, a little loose there, maybe coming on to the oval. portion of the racetrack. Maybe some problems here for Dustin Ping. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm trying to keep an eye on the stream. I'm still looking like I'm getting drops for some reason. I don't understand what's going on. Brad Collins had an issue. Let's see what happened to Collins. Showing him getting an off track. Yeah, off the turtle there. Last chicane. Shows Dalton Kilroy also maybe with a little bit of an issue. He just clipped the grass a little bit right there. No harm, no foul for the number 41. He's still rolling. Everybody pretty much single filed out here. Got a little bit of a battle going on. Poliski, who's already up 9 spots since the start of this race. He's sitting in 11th. He's right behind Ty Morosco. Morosco's up 3. Now, Morosco's got some clean racetrack in front of him. We go on board with him right here. And he's got about, I want to say 4 seconds up to Rick Thompson, who's having a good run tonight so far, is at number 76 of Rick Thompson. Do not have him on in-car tonight, though. That is a shame. Can't see the lean tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As Joshua Rutherford's missing the backstretch chicane here. He'll lose a ton of time. He's got some rear end damage. I wonder if maybe he had a little bit of help. Let's go back and take a look here. Yeah. Well, you know, that kind of explains it, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go back to this angle here. They're going out of the corner. Corey Sherman just gets into the back of the 64. And Josh, he actually, I think, did the smart thing there, which was just kind of blow the chicane. Still going to have to give up time, but I think that hurt Sherman more than it hurt Rutherford. See Rutherford on pit road now. Oh, more contact. Corey Sherman getting into Rutherford. He got both the brothers. Oh, that's going to be a highlight for next week, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you all tune in to Race Chatter next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sure, that'll make the old highlight reel next week. Corey Sherman taking out the Rutherford brothers. No problem there. Oh. Chris Carroll still leads the way. Remember, we're going to have a competition caution here on lap number 21. Long race here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be in a rhythm here. It looks like our race leaders are going to be dealing with some lap traffic here rather soon. Dave Cito, he's hanging right with Chris Carroll, only about 1.2 seconds off. It's actually about 5/10 quicker last time by for the 14 of seats. Oh, Corey Sherman having some more issues here. Oh, he got the, oh, wow. Lost the rear clip on that race car. Gonna have to, yeah, he tows it and goes to pit road. Corey Sherman having a rough start to the playoffs. Looks like Ty Morosco has an issue as well. He goes off track. Oh, keeps it out of the wall. Andy Poliski trying to take advantage of that and gain in position, but Poliski's still behind him. Let's go on board here with our race leader, Chris Carroll. You look back to Dave Seats. Seats now 1.5 seconds off the back bumper of Chris Carroll. Last time by, Carroll was a little bit quicker than Seats. See if we got anybody in the Savage Edge Infield Care Center. Maybe we can get a word with Corey Sherman. Brian D's still hanging on to third. He's keeping pace with these guys, only about a tenth or so off from our race leaders right now. And Dalton Kilrow must have got around Mark Arthur. So he's now running fourth, and Mark is running fifth. Jamie Walker up 3 spots since the start of this race. He is in sixth. Mike Hamlin, who's only dropped 1 position since the start, he's currently running 7th behind Walker. Butcher Benjamin here running in 8th on lap 10. Rick Thompson right behind him in 9th. You see it, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's getting really spread out. Let's go to the blimp cam, see if we can't really get a good eyeball on kind of where everybody. Oh, Brian Dees. He's going to take out his teammate. Mark Arthur trying to get through. Jamie Walker. Oh, boy. All right, let's go back and take a look at that one. Oh, Dees just gets loose and stops. Dalton nowhere to go. Man, Dalton, you didn't even help him get the whole way around. That's not a good teammate. Problems for the 17. So Dalton now has front end damage and has fallen back to 5th. See the track starting to get a little cloud coverage on it. That's going to tighten up the track just a little bit. Heard a couple of drivers saying that this setup, this car, this track, it's just like on an ice skating rink right now out there. So we got about 10 laps before we see the yellow flag fly. Let's go back and take a look at Joshua Rutherford. He came down pit road to get some damage fixed after that incident with Corey Sherman. The reason why I bring Josh up is because he is our only driver we got on in-car tonight, ladies and gentlemen. On the bottom right-hand part of your screen, Joshua Rutherford on in-car camera. Looks like he's only being scored 1 lap down currently. If he can stay where he's at, might actually get that lap back. Be right back in this thing once we get that caution on lap 21. Back up to the front. Chris Carroll still leads the way. Dave Seats right behind him. Again, lap times very similar. Seats keeps closing the gap to about 1.3, 1.2 seconds. But just can't seem to reel him in. I think he's going to have to get a good restart here after we get this caution. Maybe try and just get that race lead. Oh, Carroll! He's going to overshoot turn 1, and Seats is going to take the lead. Carroll's going to try to fight back. That could have been it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Chris Carroll stuck in the trail of dirty air of Dave Seats. We know Seats is a good road course racer out here. Hanging with Carroll now takes advantage of the number 99's mistake. And Carroll's lucky he did not get into the barrels right there and get damage to that race car. Now starting to lose time. Guarantee he heated up them tires. So he's going to have to take it easy here for a couple more corners before he can really put the power down and try and get back after Dave Seats. tell you what, these guys are booking it because they have a 6.5 second lead over Mark Arthur. Jamie Walker, they're right behind him. Not going to say too much, though, because, like I said, we are getting that caution at lap 21. Then anything can happen from there because the drivers are probably going to have to pit at least 2 more times after that. Walker a little loose out of the final chicane. I see you all out in chat, by the way. I'm sorry. Haven't really mentioned y'all just yet. Let's go ahead and run through the chat real quick. How about that? See Connie and Lori's out there. Always going for Mark. How y'all doing? See Josh Rutherford always in chat putting his pick. Said it was Chris Carroll tonight. Sarah's out there in chat. How you doing? Shelly's out there. I'm assuming going for Bockover. We'll give you a Bockover update. Bockover's on pit road. And Governor. Oh, Governor out in chat. Not on the racetrack, though. For Sam Lawson. So Mike Hamlin has found his way back up to 6th. Right behind Dalton Kilrow. Could just be riding right now. Again, you know you're getting that caution. You might as well just take care of the race car right now. Positions really don't mean a whole lot. Everybody's going to come down pit road. Everybody's going to top off on fuel. Getting the distance. It's 15 to 20 laps. I'm going to say about lap 17, we're going to see drivers come down. Brian D's already hitting pit road. Let's see if we got a pit. We do have a pit road cam. Heck yeah. Just curious to see if he's going to take tires here or not. It looks like he is. So the question is, when does everybody else come down pit road? Again, you can maybe, I'd say if you're pushing it, do about 18 laps. But I think that's really pushing it. Last time by, Carroll was about 3/10 quicker than Seats. Starting to run him down a little bit here. But once Carroll gets in that dirty air, it's going to be tough to make that pass. Arthur back here in 3rd, still leading. Kind of a line of cars. Dalton Kilrow got around Jamie Walker. So put Kilrow back up to 4th. Still a long way to go here, though, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, and this is going to be a really intense race for some of these drivers. These road courses are tough. Especially if you're running an H pattern shifter, you're shifting the whole time. Some of these guys do run sequentials. It's really all set up in your preference for iRacing. Dalton Kilrow looking to make a move on Mark Arthur. Get it tucked back in, not make it happen just yet. See if he gets a good run out of this backstretch chicane here. Maybe make a run for it down in that last chicane. Will he go for the move? He's going to have a good run here out of this chicane. Got to look for the move here going down to turn 1. Mark gonna pinch him off just a little bit. Dalton's gonna have to slide back in line. Good battle right now going on. Great battle for third going on right here. Dalton Kilrow trying to get around Mark Arthur. He's had a couple of good runs, just can't seem to make it happen. All over the back bumper of Arthur here coming out of the corner. Now remember, coming up to about lap 17 here, drivers are going to start pitting. It looks like Mark maybe threw a little bit of a block there. Maybe not so much of a block, but ran a defensive line going into that backstretch chicane. So we go back up to the front of the field here. Chris Carroll and Dave Seats. The battle for your race lead. Dalton Kilrow hits pit road. 50 laps to go here at the Roval. I think Chris Carroll might have got the wall a little bit right there. We're on lap 16. Remember, lap 21 is when we're going to get our competition caution here. I know I sound like a broken record with that, but you know we got people joining in here. Hopefully the stream looks all right, ladies and gentlemen. Some funky stuff on my end, I tell you what. A couple other drivers on pit road. Corey Rutherford, Derek Paulson have hit pit road. So I'm curious to see. We're going to keep an eye on the leaders. Here comes Dave Seats and Chris Carroll. See Derek Paulson leaving pit road. Our race leaders are on pit road right now. I think Mark followed him. Mike Hamlin followed him. So I was right, about 17 laps. These drivers bring it down pit road. Dave Seats. Oh, look at that, tires. Now, what's Carroll going to do? Is he going to do fuel only? I think he did. Carroll with an 8.7 second stop, fuel only. Trying to play the strat. You're getting a caution in a couple of laps. Come down under the caution, get your tires. I don't know if that's going to work though. He might lose more positions than he wants to. There's a couple other drivers who tried taking a fuel only strat here. But I think they're gonna lose positions under this caution. That's the problem I'm worried about for some of them. Drivers like Jamie Walker and Mark Arthur. Here comes Dalton Kilrow with fresh tires to the right side. I want to say inside, but to the right side of Mark Arthur here. Lap 18, only a couple more laps before we see that competition caution. I'm just watching stuff on my end, ladies and gentlemen. Do apologize. Again, if you see any problems with the stream, let me know in chat so I can get it fixed up. It's doing something weird on my end. I just got to make sure everything's going smooth. Dalton Kilrow with them fresh tires, looking to the left side of Jamie Walker. Going to take over third position here. Dalton having a good run with that little bit of front end damage he has. I wonder if that is hurting him. So let's go on board here real quick. Dave Seats. So you see Carroll got 4.6 seconds on him right now. Not going to matter though. Now, Dave Seats does have the fresher tires, so if I was him, I'd be just riding right now. Don't push it too hard. Don't burn those tires off, because you know Carroll's going to come down under this caution and get 4 fresh tires. We saw Dalton Kilroy moves up into 3rd. Walker holds on to 4th. Mark Arthur rounds out the top 5. Brian Dees has bounced back to 6th after that little mishap with his teammate a little earlier on. Kind of going through the field here, ladies and gentlemen. Taylor Butch Benjamin in a world of his own right now. Clean racetrack ahead of him and behind him, sitting in 8th. Right behind him his teammate Ty Morosco in 9th. Same deal. Steven Johnson has actually gained 8 spots and is now up to 10th. Back up to Chris Carroll. He's coming across the line to take lap number 20. We got 46 laps to go. And I think, I'm sorry, 1 or 2 more. I'm not sure if he's going to throw it at the end of 21 or on 21. I would assume it's on 21. So we should see the caution fly next time around. Then the drivers are going to go ahead and have to catch the rear of the field. We'll probably take a short commercial break at that time. When we come back, we'll see if we can't dial up somebody and see how the race is going. So if there's anybody y'all want to hear in the chat, go ahead and put their name in chat. Let me know who you want interviewed. How about that? I want to start getting the chat more involved with the stream. Can't be Mark. It can't be Mark. It can't be the popular guys. We've interviewed them a lot. Let's pick somebody else. How about that? Let's see, is Seats in? No, Seats isn't in chat. So I can pull Seats up, but he's not in the TeamSpeak. Looks like Chris Carroll coming to almost lap Rick Thompson. I think he's going to get lucky here if he can hang on. There it is. So lap 21, this is our competition caution, ladies and gentlemen. Drivers believe are going to have to go the whole way around. Catch the pace car. Tanner's not in the race. Tanner's never in TeamSpeak either. So we got a competition caution here on lap 21. We got about 45 laps to go. I'm actually surprised not to see the 4 car here tonight. Had had a great time on the race chatter last night. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't checked it out yet, past live streams here on True Sim Productions, check out race chatter. That show is popping off really good. People seem to like it. 105 likes in 24 hours. Y'all killed it. I tell you what, y'all killed it. Chris Carroll should be catching up to the pace car here shortly. We're gonna let them, well, I said we'd take a quick commercial break while they did this. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and jump to a commercial real quick. Then when we come back, we'll see if we can interview somebody.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Drivers are just now getting onto pit road. I think I found my victim here, who I'm going to pull up and talk to. Camera's on him. Gonna ask him how he feels about almost taking out his teammate right there a little bit earlier on. Looks like Deez is going to be taking 4 fresh tires here too. Is everybody taking tires? No, Dave Seats stays out. Ooh, strategies. I like it. All right, well, Brian Dees is off pit road here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't dial him up. Brian Dees, driver the number 17, Sam in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Sam. How's it going?
Oh, it's going, man. Hey, I brought you up because we saw what happened between you and Dalton there. You want to walk me through what's going on?
I don't recall what you're talking about. What happened?
All right, well, that's fair.
I think maybe the 41 just ran me over. I think that's what happened, right?
I mean, if that's the story you're going with, that's what we could run with. But how's the car feeling, man? Any damage to you? Or you think you're good? You're looking good out there, sitting 10th right now.
Yeah, there's definitely some damage. I think I'm sitting on about 40 seconds or so of optional. I don't really think it's hurting the car all that bad. Road course racing, you know, you don't rely too much on the aerodynamics, so it feels pretty good, except for that one turn. I guess I'll break the fourth wall, or however you want to say it. Yeah, I got a little loose and took out my teammate there, but other than that, it's been feeling pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you're in 10th right now. You're looking good there before we got that competition caution. What's the goal tonight?
Well, coming into tonight, the goal was a top 5. Given how the race started for me, I got up into 3rd, so I was definitely looking at a podium. But now after that little incident, I think we're back to looking at a top 5 probably for the goal. But there's a couple different strategies out here right now, it looks like, so we'll see how the race shakes out.
All right, man. Hey, let's see what you can do with that number 17. You're going to have your work cut out for you trying to get up to the field, but good luck to you, and thanks for talking with us.
Appreciate it, Sam.
I almost told him congratulations. He didn't win nothing yet. Got to knock the rust off, ladies and gentlemen. I went a whole week without being able to broadcast anything. I think you should talk to last week's top 3 since your replacement couldn't figure out how to get him on chat. Chris Carroll won last week, right? We've talked to him. Plus, he's not in TeamSpeak right now either. There's a lot of guys, ladies and gentlemen, they don't jump in TeamSpeak. Kind of wish they would, because I got that little thing makes them sound like they're coming through the radio. I think it's awesome. Let's give Amanda some camera time, because looks like Amanda's going to come home with another TNA banner. Make sure you all check out Shop Talk tomorrow night. TNA Motorsports on Facebook, Savage Edge Gaming on Twitch and YouTube. Amanda currently in 19th, up 3 spots since the start of this race. Still on the lead lap, so Amanda having a good run. After everything is kind of cycled through here, everybody who wanted to come down pit road, Dave Seats, your race leader. Dalton Kilrow runs 2nd. Hamlin in 3rd. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in 4th. Andy Poliski in 5th. Corey Rutherford in 6th. And then we have our drivers who came down pit road. Chris Carroll, Jamie Walker, Mark Arthur, Brian Dees, Steven Johnson. Pretty much everybody behind Corey Rutherford has come down pit road on lap 23. I believe the lights are off. Just got to get them double filed back up here before we get down to the last chicane. Again, they are going to go through the cones, so nobody worry about that. Nobody's going to get a penalty. Everybody's going to be all right. Pace car makes the left-hand turn down to pit road. Dave Seats, Dalton Kilrow on the first row. Mike Hamlin, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, row 2. Coming down to the restart zone. Green flag back out in the air. Good launch there for the number 14 of Seats as we go back down into turn 1. Everybody fanning out, trying to get positions here. How about Andy Poliski making a move on TBB? Taking over 4th. Clean restart too, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody doing really good, giving each other plenty of room. Kind of bouncing around here, trying to get a good angle. Let's go to the blimp cam. This coverage brought to you by SavageEdge.com. Make sure you guys go over to SavageEdge.com. Pick yourself up a True Sim Productions t-shirt, and also make sure you pick up a That Was Netcode t-shirt. Fresh off the press, SavageEdge.com. Tell you what, look how fast everybody single filed out too. Oh, we got a battle for the race lead. Dalton Kilrow on Dave Seats here. Down in the backstretch chicane. Great move by the number 41. New race leader 41 of Dalton Kilrow. However, Dalton last pit on lap 16. Hopefully he saved enough fuel under that caution to go a couple extra laps, but very difficult to save fuel on a road course. The only thing he could really do right now, being in the lead, is start short shifting that race car to lower the RPMs. Mike Hamlin hanging on to third. Now remember, him and his teammate Dave Seats, they both last pit on lap 17. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel for the 14 and the 28. Currently running second and third right now. Mike Hamlin was my playoff pick here tonight on Race Chatter. Not necessarily to win, but for the point on Race Chatter. He's doing a good job holding on to third right now, up 3 spots at the start of this race. But Mr. Andy Poliski, where did he come from? Up 16 spots. About to lose a spot here to Chris Carroll, but still up inside the top 5. Number 32, Andy Poliski. 40 laps to go here at the Roval. We talked to Brian Dees there under caution, now trying to get around the number 5 of Corey Rutherford. He's still in 10th position. You heard him. He said he was going for a top 5. But once he got up near the front and was shooting for a top 3, he has the car to do it. 39 laps to make it happen. You see Rutherford got a little wiggly in front of him. Trying to take advantage of that here as we go through the infield section of the racetrack. He's got Steven Johnson right behind him. Now Johnson is up 7 spots at the start of this race. Started back there in the 18th position. See, Brian Dees got a good run on Rutherford right there. Going to take that spot away. Put Dees up to 9th. And Steven Johnson going to follow him. Looks like Ty Roscoe even might snag this spot off Corey Rutherford. Oh, Ty Roscoe going to make a bold move on Steven Johnson. Wow. Pulling a Terry on that one. Wow. Johnson crossed him back over. Going to take the spot back. Well, Ty kind of let him have it there. Said, I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to dive bomb you there, but Dalton Kilrow still continues to lead the way. Remember, he pit on lap 16, so I'm assuming he can only go maybe to about lap 35, if I had to guess. I'd say somewhere around lap 35. The real question is, what are these drivers going to do once they hit that mark? Dave Seats is still holding on to second. He pit on lap 17. But he does have Chris Carroll right behind him, who last pit on 23. Did take fresh tires, so a 5-6 lap difference there on tires for these guys. Carroll is starting to run him down. He's running about, I want to say 3-4 tenths faster than Seats. As you see right here, he's got a good run on him. Seats going to run him down on almost onto the apron. Not giving him any room here. He's going to race him hard down into the chicane. Seats trying to hang on to that position side by side. Battle right now for second. there. He just keeps showing the nose, trying to get around seats right now. This is allowing Hamlin and Poliski to catch up to these guys, and it's also allowing Dalton to kind of pull away, which is an advantage to the number 41, since we know he's going to have to pit before Carroll. Carroll lost a lot of ground there through the infield section. Seats starting to pull away just a little bit. Carroll pulling away from Hamlin now as we see Walker making his way around Andy Poliski through NASCAR 1 and 2. On board right now with Andy Poliski. Looking back at Mark Arthur. Mark currently in 7th. Good run there on that last chicane, trying to get around the 32 of Poliski. Take over that 6th position. On board now with our race leader, Dalton Cura. Looking back at Chris Carroll and Dave Seats. We're now fighting again for 2nd. On board with Seats, looking back at Carroll. Carroll gets a little wiggle there. Almost got the wall, too. And Seats not giving an inch right now. I think Seats missed his mark right there. Carroll's got a good run here, but going to be on the outside. Looks to the inside. All over the back bumper of Seats. He looks, shows the nose. Just not able to get there just yet. He's had a few good runs on that 14 car. Just hasn't done nothing with it. Seats doing a really good job going on the defense here. Oh, here we go. Battle going through the infield. This is a tough spot to pass at, too. Carroll finally gets the move done. Moves up into 2nd. Knocks Seats back to 3rd. Mike Hamlin now running down his teammate. Oh, a little loose right there for Hamlin. Looks like we've had a few drivers have some incidents. Let's go back and take a look at some of them. We've got something to talk about here. It's like, oh, Rick Thompson, Paul Ellison getting involved with something there. Josh Rutherford got a piece of that. We got Corey Rutherford maybe having an issue as well. Let's see what happened to the 5. Oh, got loose out of turn 1. Hard impact to the inside wall. Kills the race car. Both of his teammates trying to get around him. Corey's just trying to get going. Doesn't want to pull out in front of anybody. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware, for Race Chatter on Saturday nights, if you join our Discord, True Sim Productions Discord, there's a link in there where you can drop clips. Could be iRacing, could be real racing, whatever you got in there, and get them featured on the show. Highly recommend y'all do that. We want to see y'all's clips. We got about 34 laps to go. Dalton Kilrow, your race leader. Chris Carroll starting to run him down. We're going to have green flag pit stops here in just a little while. But first, we're going to take a short break and a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
iracing, you wanted the best, you got him for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
And we're back live here on True Sim Productions. About 30 laps to go. Pit stops have started to cycle as Dalton Kilroy was one of the first drivers to come down pit road, and now he is back to 11th. Dave Seats has taken over the race lead as Chris Carroll actually elected to come down around the same time Dalton did. That being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a driver in the infield care center. That's Corey Ruthford walking out of the infield care center. Corey, we saw your little spin there coming out of turn one. Why don't you walk us through what happened?
Pure and simple. I was not even a quarter into the throttle, and car decided they want to take a hard left.
Well, so is there any chance of getting it fixed out there, or is she done for the night?
Well, they're going to do a complete motor re-swap on it, so if there's any time left, I might get out and try to turn a few laps, but I don't know. The race will probably be over by then.
Well, unfortunate for you tonight, but you got anybody you want to thank or shout out here tonight before we let you go?
I've got to always shout out my teammates, Paul, Andy, Joshua. We've been trying to get Andy and Paul through to the next round if at all possible. Always check out my sponsor, CJR Graphics, on YouTube, or Mullet Music, or CJR Graphics on Facebook, Mullet Music on YouTube. And then, of course, always got to thank my family for their support.
All right, man. Well, hopefully we can get you back out there. You can turn a few more laps, maybe get a couple more positions. But thanks for talking with us. We'll get you back down there.
Yep, thanks, Sam.
Corey Rutherford, driver the number 5. Glad to see he's all right. Car, not so much. So we see Dave Seats actually hitting pit road. Brings his teammate with him. 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. Mark Arthur stays out on track. Now, remember, Mark hit with Carroll and them. Mark's staying out. Carroll elected to come down. I don't know if that strategy is going to work here tonight. A lot of different ones going on here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at our top 5 right now. Mark Arthur, he's out leading the way. I think he's been out there for about 14 laps now. Same with all the drivers behind him. If we go down to where Chris Carroll is, Carroll pit on lap 35. So, same with Dalton. Dalton's right in front of Carroll, though. Now, Dalton pit on lap 33, so Carroll actually went 2 laps longer than Dalton did. Trying to give you all updates of what's going on here. Dalton and Chris are currently running 7th and 8th right now. Mark Arthur is your race leader, so 5 bonus points goes to the number 12. And how about it? Brian Dees, we talked to him a little bit earlier. Currently running 2nd right now. Said he was hoping for a top 5. Then said he thinks he could get a podium. Started 10th on that restart, now up into 2nd now, but still has to pit. Couple more laps here, we're gonna see a 17 car that come down pit road. And oh, there it is. There's the curse. It always gets you. Brian Dees. Oh, Timer Oscar right there. Had to slow down for his teammate. See if we can't get a replay of what happened to Dees there. I think he just went, yeah, just a little too deep into the corner. Locks it up. Little contact with the outside wall. It's not going to hurt him too much. And here comes Tom Roscoe. Roscoe currently in 4th right now. He's got his teammate behind. Oh, Dees locks up. Backstretch chicane. Ty's got to give him plenty of room here. I don't think those tires are agreeing with Brian Dees right now. Dees does not want to burn up those tires. Trying to stay in front of Ty. I tell you what, Ty's had a couple of good runs, though. Battle for 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. As Mark Arthur brings it down pit road. He's actually coming off pit road right now. And he cycles out in 11th. Freshest tires out of all of them, though, so could it be beneficial? Jamie Walker takes over the race lead. Now, Jamie, coming into tonight, was sitting 12th in points. So the number 88 of Walker really needs a good finish here tonight to make sure he secures himself to the next round. See the 88 bringing that car down pit road this time. .26 laps to go. Hands the race lead over to Brian Dees. 5 bonus points to the number 17. Managed to pull on his teammate just a little bit, about a second and a half almost, to Ty Morosco. So you got Derek Paulson on pit road as well right now, along with a couple others. See both those drivers of Walker and Paulson, 15.1 second stops, down and away. Tell you what, the last time Brian Dees was on pit road was lap 23, and he actually had a really good pit stop, 14.7 seconds. If he can do that again, might be able to gain some spots here on the racetrack. However, when he finally decides to bring this 17 down pit road, which it looks like it's going to be this time by, he's going to lose a lot of spots. Ty Morosco keeps it out one more lap. I'm assuming to get them 5 bonus points for leading the lap, which he does. Ty Morosco coming into tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's showing on our points as tied for 4th with Mike Hamlin, but technically 5th in points for Ty Morosco. Out here leading the way, 5 bonus points is definitely going to help. Moving on, Ty Morosco has made it pretty far in the playoffs and Blazing Pedals a couple of times. Just has not been able to seal the deal. I think he's made it to the Final Four once in his BPL career. Could be mistaken. Won last year at the Clash. Has his teammates are right behind him, Dalton Kilrow and Chris Carroll right behind him. So once Ty decides to come down pit road, that'll finally cycle everything all the way through. Well, 25 laps to go, and then it's going to be interesting to see when everybody decides to bring it down pit side. How long do you run? Dalton and Carroll, I think, are playing the shorter game, whereas people like Seats, Hamlin, Arthur, Poliski, all these guys are playing kind of a longer strategy, but Chris Carroll's trying to show the nose here in the final chicane. Dalton, though, running a really good defensive line. So now Dalton retakes the race lead with 24 laps to go. Amanda Sherman again going for that TNA banner tonight. Corey's out, Aaron's out. Amanda currently in 16th, up 6 spots since the start of this race. She's got Larry Bell right behind her. So Josh Rutherford also on pit road, actually coming off pit road. Battle right now, though, is for the race lead because Dave Seats is about 9 seconds behind Chris Carroll. Let's talk about total time on pit road for our top 3. A 44.62 for Dalton, a 43.87 for Carroll, and a 44.97 for Seats. However, Seats had the fastest pit stop out of the 3. Dalton and Carroll had pretty identical pit stop times in and out of the box. Carroll's going to make a move. They're catching up to Amanda Sherman. They're both going to get around her. She was coming out of the pits. 23 laps to go. Now they got Larry Bell in front of them. Chris Carroll showed the nose right there, but couldn't get the pass made. Again, Dalton making that car wide right now. Dalton actually coming into tonight in points is sitting 9th. So Dalton really wants a win to get himself up into them points. Higher up into the points, I should say. 23 laps to go, though. Still a long way. And again, there's going to be no full course yellows from here on out. So it's all about that pit stop strategy. How well can you get on and off pit road? Carroll all over the back bumper of Kilrow. Making him sweat, making him work for it. See, Larry Bell's going to go ahead and jump up out of the groove and let the race leaders on by, let them duke it out. And comparing lap times, Carroll was about a 10th faster last time by, but I'll tell you what, Dave Seats was about 5/10 faster than both of them. Maybe them fresher tires for Seats are really helping him, but still 8.3 seconds behind Chris Carroll right now. And I think he's got Andy Poliski right behind him, but Poliski's about 2.3 seconds off of the back bumper of Seats. Looks like we might have had problems for Rick Thompson here. Oh, big issues for Rick Thompson. Something broke in that race car. Something definitely broke in that race car. He's still sitting there. There's going to be no caution, so he's just losing precious time right now. On board here with Chris Carroll. Trying to get around Dalton Kilrow. Dalton just gets such a good run out of that last chicane. Carroll gets a really good run going into turn one. It looks like he's a little bit better through the infield because he stays right on the back bumper of the 41 here. Ooh, Dalton got a little sideways there. Both drivers using up all the racetrack. And our aerial coverage brought to you by SavageEdge.com. Be sure to go over to SavageEdge.com. Get yourself a t-shirt. SavageEdge.com. They'll put your name on anything. 21 laps to go here at the Charlotte Roval for the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series. Watching the battle for the race lead right now between Dalton Kilrow and Chris Carroll. Tell you what, it's a good battle too. Dalton's done such a great job holding Carroll off. Carroll has shown the nose a couple of times, but just being really patient, just waiting for the 41 to make a mistake. All over the back bumper once again. See Carroll really working that race car through the infield. I mean, all over the back bumper of this 41 car. Who is now about 9 seconds off the back bumper of Chris Carroll. And he's got Andy Poliski, who is ran him down from 2.5 seconds. Poliski, Mr. Where did he come from? Trying to lock himself into the next round. Sitting in fourth, up 16 spots since the start of this race. I mean, heck of a run out of that number 32. go back, take a look at Jamie Walker running in 5th. Right behind him is Mark Arthur in 6th. Arthur about 1.7 seconds off the back bumper of Jamie. Dees, who's back there in 7th. We got 19 laps to go. Dalton and Chris just need to basically make it to 17 to go. And then they can come down pit road and make it the rest of the way. Might be a little cat and mouse going on here too. Is either of these drivers short shifting? I don't think they are. What we can do is we can go on board with Chris Carroll here for a lap and see what he's doing. Oh. There we go, on board. Whoa, I think he got the wall just a little bit there. Really working that wheel. Dalton's starting to pull on him just a little bit. Dalton was about a 10 faster last time by. Look at the run he gets coming into the backstretch chicane. Wow. Carroll definitely going harder into the corner, I think, than Dalton is right there at least. Maybe Dalton being a little too conservative going into them chicanes. And here comes Dalton down pit road. Carroll's going to follow him. I don't think Carroll was originally going to do that, but he's going to stay right with Dalton Kilrow. The seats, Walker, Mark, they all stay out. We're keeping an eye on these two. I want to see if there's a good battle coming off pit road or not here. Right side's up for Kilrow. Right side's up for Carroll. Exactly 17 laps to go. It's going to be close. Kilrow down and away. He's got to be smooth. It's going to be a good battle here. Carroll's got the advantage. Oh, iracing, come on. He got Dalton off pit road. That could have been the move. Oh, Dalton's all over the back bumper. Maybe gave him a little bit of a shot right there. Now, Dalton has been quicker. Carroll got the inside wall right there. I think Dalton had to get out of it, thinking he might have bounced off of it a little bit harder, but he didn't. Now Carroll's starting to pull away. Fresh tires. You gotta be careful, but it is time to go with 17 laps to go. As Dave Seats hits pit road. Mark Arthur follows him. What does Walker do? Walker stays out. Seats, I believe, is coming off pit road now. He drops down to 9th. Walker's still your race leader. D's second. Then it's Chris Carroll and then Dalton Kilrow. Well, with pit stops pretty much cycling through, this is going to be the battle for the race lead with 16 laps to go, but I think these drivers are going to be cutting it super close on fuel. We're going to take our final commercial break of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
And we're back live here on True Sim Productions. About 12 laps to go. Chris Carroll leading the way right now. 0.8 seconds over Dalton Kilroe. And Dalton has about a 16.5-second lead over Dave Seats. But someone right behind Seats is Jamie Walker. Up 5 spots since the start of this race, hanging on to 4th. Starting to run down that 14 car. Then we go back a little bit further. We got Andy Poliski who rounds out the top 5. Currently showing me that 13 drivers are on the lead lap. You bet the 88 takes out the 14? I don't know. I highly doubt that. He's actually losing time to Seats right now. Wait a minute. What happened to Mike Hamlin? 46 laps. You done? He was my pick tonight on Race Chatter. I could have got a point. Did you hit something? I'll find out. Uh-oh. There it is. Let's see what happened. Ooh. Oh, so that's why. Okay, now things are starting to make a little bit more sense. Ooh, Mark got a little bit of that as well. Oh, ha, ha. I don't know. It looks like he tried to stay off you. I don't know. Hard to tell. Laps to go for Chris Carroll. Dalton's starting to run him down just a little bit. Ever so slightly. Was about a 10 faster than Carroll last time by. Getting closer. Nobody in the infield care center, just double checking. Seats still pulling on Walker. It looks like Seats might be able to clinch home 3rd as long as he can keep that car clean. Little sideways coming onto the oval. Dalton lost some time. I think he might be overdriving him just a little bit, trying to get to the back bumper of Carroll. Which is very possible. 9 laps to go. You're trying to get that win. I get it. You just gotta calm down just a little bit. Save that race car. Save it for the end when it matters. 9 laps is a long time around this racetrack. Last time by, Kilroe is about 4/10 slower than Carroll. Gap is now about a second even. I don't know. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? You think that 41 can run him down? Lost a lot of time there. Now gap about a second and a half. Walker's starting to reel Seats back in just a little bit, 1.3 seconds now. But Mark Arthur got around Andy Poliski for 5th. Looks like Brian Dees is hanging on to 7th back here. Remember, he was hoping for a top 5 tonight. I don't think the strategy he played tonight worked out. But still going to get a good finish. Dees in the playoffs. Coming into tonight. Let's see where Brian Dees was in the point standings, actually. 14th. So definitely needed a good run here tonight for that 17 car. Good job. 8 laps to go here at the Roval. About to be 7 for Chris Carroll. Unless Dalton Kilrow can do something fancy and run him down. Take a look at Steven Johnson just making a pass here on Derek Paulson. That's for 10th. Last time by, times were pretty even between the two. I don't know if Dalton's going to be able to run him down. There's still plenty of time to do it. And he's basically going to have to run qualifying laps here for the last 7. Probably the best shot we can get of the gap right now. So I think, yeah, Dalton lost even more time to Carroll. That time by 124.7 for Carroll, 125.1 for Dalton. So Dalton now about 2.5 seconds off the back bumper of Carroll. Unless he can turn something on, I think Chris Carroll's got this one locked home in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Carroll's just got to run clean laps the rest of the way. See you out there, Kobe, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I wouldn't say that was obvious at all. Five more times around here at the Charlotte Roval for Chris Carroll. Go ahead and run on his roof cam for a second. Clear racetrack out in front of him. Don't see any lap cars he's going to have to contend with that could potentially slow him down. Let Kilrow get up to him. Dalton's just watching him get smaller out of his windshield. He's lost a lot of time to Dave Seats. So I think Seats got third pretty much clinched right now. Again, just has to be smooth for another 5 laps. Everybody really spaced out. Chris Carroll, a 2.7 second lead over Dalton Kilrow now. And a 17-second lead over Dave Seats. There'd be no reason for them to save fuel. They can do about 17 laps. The two that I would be concerned about are race leader and second place, because they pit with exactly 17 laps to go. That would be right on the cusp of running the tank dry, I believe. Seat's got some traffic to work with here. He's got Paul Ellison and Rick Thompson in front of him. Works his way around Rick Thompson. Now just has to get around Ellison. Three more times around for Chris Carroll. 2.7 second lead over Kilroe. Kilroe's not going to be able to get to him. I think, ladies and gentlemen, it could be a lot worse. We could be at Sonoma. I like these Roval racetracks. I think it'd be cool if we'd see like Homestead, the Homestead infield road course on the schedule. That'd be a good road course to go to. Change it up a little bit. Gap to Dalton Kilroe now 3.2 seconds. Chris Carroll coming to get popsicle sticks. 2 to go. Here at the Roval for the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series. See the gap right there from Chris Carroll to Dalton Kilroe. Again, Carroll's just got to be smooth here. Question is, can they make it on fuel? I think it's going to be close. They might be completely good. I don't know, but the word on the street was 17 laps was all you could do. They came down with 17 to go. White flag in the air presented by Priority Auto. 1 lap to go for Chris Carroll. Clean racetrack ahead of him. 3.5 second gap over Dalton Kilroe. Chris Carroll looking to extend his lead in the playoffs here in race 2 of the first round. Down and back straight away for the final time. Gap's still about 3.5 seconds. Ain't no way Dalton's getting there. Down to the final chicane. It's going to be all Chris Carroll with a 4-second lead over Dalton Kilrow. Going to take home another one here tonight at the Charlotte Roval. Dalton Kilrow getting second. Dave Seats getting third here. He's got clear racetrack ahead of him. Walker nowhere near him. So good job, Dave Seats getting third. Walker's going to get fourth. Looks like Mark Arthur's going to get fifth. I know these drivers got to be tired, man. This road course racing stuff straight through like that really can take a toll on you. Let's go ahead and start pulling drivers up to victory lane, which looks like the only one in TeamSpeak right now is Dalton Kilrow. Oh no, there's Dave. He made it. We'll put him up there and throw Dalton up there. I think Chris Carroll's out of fuel. I think that's it. I think Dalton might be out of fuel as well. Or close to it. But Dave Seats bringing it around. I think I'm like 95% sure Carroll's out of fuel. We'll have to ask him when we talk to him here, but these guys got a long way to go around, so we're going to jump into these post-race interviews. Let's go ahead and start with our third place finisher, Dave Seats, bringing it up to the line now. Dave, great run for you out there, man. You led a couple of laps. Looked like you were in contention to win this thing. Kind of walk me through your race and what you could have done differently there, maybe.
Good evening, Sam. This week has not been a great week. I did not get to put any practice in, and I completely muffed the pit strategy. But other than that, like, just getting to the end was, more than I was expecting. So for me, it's a good result. I mean, I definitely could have maybe competed a little better if I got the strategy right, but all in all, top three is good for me, man.
Coming home in third, proving that you are really good on the road courses here. Who you got to shout out on that number 14? Who you got to thank?
First of all, this week I want to thank all the first responders out there, being the week of 9/11. Second, then I got my teammates at Limitless and Mishmash Gaming, and then Jordan at Full Sun Graphics for doing my paint.
Well, hey, Dave, good job again getting third place here. Like I said, unfortunately didn't hit the strategy quite right tonight, but hopefully we'll see you up here again next week.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
This is Dave Seats, driver of the number 14, coming home in third place. Let's go ahead and bring up our second place finisher. Dalton Kilrow, the number 41. Dalton, you led the couple of laps there. You were holding off Carroll pretty well. Came down to that final pit stop, man. Walk me through it.
Yeah, I knew on straight up speed I wouldn't have anything really to stay with him. I'm surprised I was able to be within 3-4 seconds of him at the end, but I knew going into that pit stop I would need to get out of there ahead of him, and because he had that first pit stall, he had a shorter path that he could go coming out of the pits, so I'd still swing to the right. He could just go straight, and that's what got him in front of me, and then I just couldn't get back to him to really do anything. So I just had hope that he would eventually make a mistake or something like that, but didn't happen. But again, I'll take a second place for how I expected tonight to go. It's a lot better than last week, and I at least had a decent shot at it tonight.
Well, you come home second tonight. Great points tonight for you. Coming into tonight, you were 9th in points, so probably going to bump up a couple of spots there. Who you got to thank on the number 41 for making it all happen?
Obviously, I got to thank MF Racing Designs on Facebook. Michael, love the paints as always. You for doing the broadcast for us. Southern Shore Realty, Priority Auto, CJR Graphics, Mola Music Production, Butt Kicker, Savage Edge. Everybody on the admin team at Blazing Pedals for putting the league on, and all my teammates at MFRD.
All right, Dalton, congrats on a second place finish here, and we'll see you again next week.
M4, thank you.
Second place finisher, Dalton Kilrow. Now we're going to bring up the race winner. 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. Tons of windows open right now. Race winner, Chris Carroll in the number 99, coming home with another one here at the Charlotte Roval. Chris, you had to fight hard with Dalton there before that last pit stop. Looks like you nailed it just a little bit better. Kind of walk me through your race.
Yeah, I knew I had a slight advantage going in with the last pit stall, but I knew I had to hit it perfect, and I knew Dalton would too. So, yeah, it was I wanted to just cruise up front, and it didn't work that way. Had a different strategy than a few guys, and it was a lot of fun racing them out there. We were going at it for the lead, and old Dalton is the new Ryan Newman out here. I was going to try and get around him, but I didn't want to risk the wreck. I figured let's try and get it done on the pit stop. And congrats to Seats. He was running up there too. I don't know where everyone finished, but Seats was running real good up there too.
Yeah, Seats actually got third place there. You had a good finish, but hey, man, you come in leader in the points, second race of the playoffs, and you take home a win here. Going to extend that gap just a little bit. What's your plan going forward?
Just keep doing what I'm doing, Sam. Try and finish races and be there at the end. And I guess if you're winning them, you're doing okay at the end. So, I mean, if that keeps happening, I'll take it. But, you know, it's a points deal now. You can't just go out there and try and win every race. You got to be smart out there. That's why I raced those guys the way I did. I didn't want to risk their race and didn't want to risk my race. And you got to get some points, you know.
Well, who you got to thank on the number 99 for making it all happen?
Well, I want to dedicate this race to Tanner Marr and his folks. They've been going through some terrible stuff here. A lot of people passing away, and a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure that's why he's not here tonight. So I'm thinking about those guys, him and his wife and all their family. So shout out to them. And I always got to thank Brian Zimmerman at USAFirearms.com and BAM Racing Videos, and all my teammates out there. Stephen T and Larry Bell were the only ones out there tonight, so I got to thank those guys for helping me with strategy and trying to figure out what we were going to do to win. And all my friends and family, man, everybody that watches out there. I know I got lots of friends and family watching this deal, and everyone who sponsors the series, Sam, and you guys at TSP for putting on a good broadcast.
Well, Chris, again, congratulations on taking home another win. We're going to let you guys celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
That was your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Carroll. And with that being said, that's going to do it for us here on True Sim Productions here this evening. Bring up your race results on screen. Top 18 on the board. Chris Carroll wins, Dalton Kilrow second, Dave Seats third, Jamie Walker in fourth, Mark Arthur top 5, and the rest of the results are on your screen. That being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Tomorrow night, Crooked Line Super Late Models, we're going to be back once again. Also, make sure that you tune in to Shop Talk on TNA Motorsports on Facebook, Savage Edge Gaming on YouTube and Twitch. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.